We're going to be talking about the best and worst insurance companies in Florida in 2023. Hello, my name is Mike Keeler. I'm a licensed public adjuster in the state of Florida. If you have any questions about a claim, need help with a claim, this is how you can get a hold of me, my cell phone, email, and my website, the Claim Squad Public Adjusters. So in 2022, I rated companies, and this is what I had as far as the best homeowners insurance companies in Florida. Number 5, State Farm, 4, USAA, 3, Progressive, 2, Homeowners Choice, 1, Castle Key. A couple of these have fallen off the list for 2023, and we'll get into that. So here were the worst ones in 2022. American Integrity, American No Integrity, Universal, Security First, People's Trust, and Citizens. This list has changed around a little bit in 2023. Unfortunately, there's more bad insurance companies and fewer best insurance companies. Let's take a look. So I'm going to rate these companies based on a few different criteria or a rating system or a scale. We're going to start with the quality of the policy. Now, this is going to include whatever limitations there might be in policies, like a water damage limitation, what exclusion, what's covered. And so based on my knowledge of knowing these companies and their policies, I'll be able to come up with a number 1 to 10. Next one, how they handle claims, 1 to 10. How they respond to your phone calls, emails, how promptly the adjuster can handle the claim and adjust the claim. And then finally, we're going to talk about the payout of the claims. This is going to include how likely your claim will be paid in full with the initial payment. Not likely, unfortunately. So we're going to start off on this list with the number 9 worst insurance company in Florida, Homeowners, TypTap. Now the quality of the policy is decent. Their claims handling is mediocre. Payout of the claims is weak. That's why they came in at number 9. Please give this video a like and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos like this. Now let's talk about number 8, Slide. Now, ironically, the CEO who used to be at Heritage is now at Slide. We'll see what that means later on. So the quality of their policy is 7-8. Now remember, Slide actually took over policies from a company called St. John's that became insolvent. Okay. Claim handling is 2 to 3. A lot of what Slide does is they always request recorded statements, even for the simplest things, to harass people. They'll want engineer to come out. You guys probably seen my videos on engineers, where these are what I call claim denial specialists. Anybody for the insurance company is looking out for only the insurance company and trying to protect them. So Slide, the payout of the claims is a miserable 1. Yeah, they're pretty bad. So number 7 is a company called American Integrity. A lot of people refer them as American No Integrity. Quality of policy, 0. They have limitations all over the place. They're trying to bring in this arbitration crap. And people in Florida, when you see this arbitration, they're going to give you like $100 credit to do arbitration. Forget it. Arbitration is a nightmare to settle your claim. Don't ever go with any company, or don't ever go with the arbitration if any agent tries to sell you on. It is going to be a nightmare for you, and it's just going to be a bad situation for this arbitration stuff. Claim handling. Response, there's 6. Handling 1. Another company sends engineers. People, what are engineers? Insurance company engineers. What are they? Claim denial specialists. Okay. Payout of claims. Terrible. 2 to 3. Okay, number 6, frontline, in the back of the line. Frontline, quality of policy, 5 to 6. Sometimes they have water damage limits, but other than that, it's not that bad. Claim handling, 2 or 3. Another company who uses engineers a lot and plumbers and leak detectors, all to protect the insurance company. These are all claim denial specialists. Payout of claims, low, 2 to 3. You can always expect to be lowballed, and you can always expect a headache in trying to get your claim paid. And this is with all these companies. They're all pretty much the same. Number 5, people's trust, also known as people don't trust them. Quality of policy, 1. You've got to look out for a couple things. Number 1, they have a contractor endorsement. They have a right to repair, meaning if you want to use your contractor, guess what? You won't be able to. You'll have to use their crappy contractors. And listen, so, man, I don't know if I should go into this. Let me just put it this way. Sometimes materials that will be put in your home are used materials. I'm going to leave it at that. That would be a 10-minute discussion. I don't want to get into it. It's not the point of it. Claims handling, now they're pretty responsive. They're not bad. They're pretty responsive. Payout of claims, 3. This probably could be a 2. I'm giving them a 3. But the whole contractor thing is a nightmare. How you have to use their contractors, it's a nightmare. Number 4, security first. Policy, a 2, maybe a 1. But listen, I'm giving a couple of these companies, I'm feeling good tonight. So I'm giving them a little added oomph to their rating. Probably could be a 1. Limitations all over the place. Actually, I think about it, 1. Your security is last. It's never first with this company. Bad company. Claims handling, horrible. Engineers, plumbers, anybody who's paid for them, they want you to use their contractor for water mitigation and mold remediation. Again, people, all these companies, don't ever use their contractor, don't ever use their water mitigation, don't ever use a preferred contractor, don't ever use their mold people, don't ever use anybody affiliated with the insurance company. Payout of claims, low ballers, have to file a lot of lawsuits against this company, bad company. Number 4. Number 3, Citizens. Citizens was number 1 before, I believe. So quality of policy is 3. They have a water damage limit on every single policy of 10K. There's other limitations, but they don't have any real limitations like American Integrity, Security First on the roof. So that's why I gave them a higher score. Claims handling, 4. They're not bad. A little bit lower than average. Payout of claim, 2. Other than hurricane. Now they have been decent with Hurricane Ian, but they're only paying about 30 to 40% on the dollar. So if you have $100,000 in actual damages from Hurricane Ian, Citizens is paying about 30, 40,000, if that. Sometimes a little bit less, sometimes maybe a little bit more, and forcing you into an appraisal. Okay, watch my video about appraisal. You'll learn all about it, what it is. I don't want to get into it now. But it's an alternative dispute resolution. There's 2 people, an appraiser for you, appraisal from the insurance company, then the umpire makes a decision. Heritage. This company has risen sharply, not in a good way, as the #2 most despicable insurance company in Florida. Just bad. Their policies aren't bad. Now, they also have water damage limits. So, actually, let's go 4. This company pisses me off. So, water damage limits, okay. 10,000 on a lot of their policies now. Not all the time. Claim handling, or they want to bring an engineer for everything. Even a Cat 5 hurricane, they're trying to bring an engineer in to say that it's not related to Cat 5 hurricane, Hurricane Ian, the people in Cape Coral, the people in Venice, the people in Punta Gorda, everywhere Southwest Florida, Fort Myers Beach, bad. Payout of Claims 1, bad, just bad. I have a dozen or more claims with Heritage from this Hurricane Ian, and they're literally paying $10,000, $20,000 on damages are everybody have over $100,000. So bad company, bad company. But the king, the worst insurance company, and well, let's get into it. So the worst insurance company is Universal. Horrible. Absolutely horrible. Now, some of these companies, listen, I can move one company to 2 to 5, 5 to 2, pretty much. Well, no, Heritage is, yeah, I mean, the later companies, anyhow, they're all bad. All these companies I list, and what's funny, this makes up almost every insurance company in Florida. So Universal has the best policy out of everybody. There's no limitations everywhere. But it doesn't matter if they don't pay the claims. Their claim handling, absolutely horrible. They don't respond. Adjusters are horrible. It's just everything bad. Payout a claim, horrible. They may pay out like a small claim, under 10,000, right around 10,000. But anything more than that, just bad. Bad. This company, we have so many lawsuits against them, and they try to go all the way to trial. So if you have to file a lawsuit against this company, do not expect to be paid until 1 to 2 years. They are bad. And they have a army of attorneys within the company. So they use a lot of their attorneys. And that's their business strategy. To make people wait, to delay payment. Anyhow, you guys get the point. I don't need to go on. So there's a lot of non-Florida based companies. One of them's Kin. There's another one like Lloyd's of London. Okay. I didn't want to go through all of them. Various others, QBE, Blue Specialty, a few others. So Kin, the quality of their policies are 1. They have horrible limitations on their policies. And they don't, all these companies, the non-Florida based companies, do not have to abide by the Florida laws that Florida based insurance companies do. So they can pretty much do anything. Well, actually now the Florida based companies can do anything they want now too. Because unfortunately the Republicans in Florida decided to screw every homeowner. This isn't about Democrat or Republican. I've said that in those other videos that you've seen. If a Democrat had done this, the heck with the Democrats, but it was Republicans, and it was Republicans that initially were protecting people and brought the laws to protect homeowners, and then they came back and screwed us. Claims handling for Kin, 4. Payout of Claims, 3. Because of the limitations, I mean, everything's so limited that they should be halfway decent with the payouts because of the limitations you have. So you're either getting now no payout, a $10,000 payout, or for those rare situations involving a hurricane. So let's go over some of the best insurance companies. Listen, it went from 5 last year to 3. Tower Hill came in. Now, here's something about Tower Hill. Policy, quality of policy, 5. Sometimes they don't have any water damage limits on their policy. If so, their policy's a 10. If they have the water damage limit, it falls to 5. Claims handling 5, payout of claims 5. So this isn't like they're great. I just had to put somebody else up here in the top, in the best insurance company. Now, best is just saying they're better than the worst insurance companies, right? So what's strange about Tower Hill, there's a couple water damage claims that they were absolutely screwed the homeowner on, but during the hurricane they've been paying. But I'm trying not to include the hurricane in my assessment here. I'm really not. USAA, they're strong. Quality of policy 10, their claim handling 10, payout of claim 7. Claim handling 7, payout claim 7. Not much to really say there. Castle Key retains top position. Their top position last year. Policy 10, no limitations. Claim handling, their agents, their adjusters are pretty responsive. Some claims, they've actually bent over backwards for people, more so than what any other insurance company will do. And payout of claims is a 6. I kept it at 6 because I'm starting to see a trend, and it's worrying me, that they're paying just a little bit, okay, paying just a little, and forcing us into the appraisal. So that's, I'm seeing that trend more and more. Next year, Castle Key may not be on the list if they keep on doing this. So let's talk about two companies that fell off of the best list last year. They were Progressive and State Farm. They are both off this list. They're not on the worst, and they're not on the best. They're in between. Now, they both have good policies, a 10, really no limitations. Claim handling, Progressive a 6. State Farm, listen, I've seen State Farm put people through hell requesting EUOs, examination under oaths, abusing this. It's like a deposition. They have in their policy, actually, let me put this 2 to 3 for their claim handling. They have something called proof of loss. They don't tell anybody. You're supposed to fill it out and send it to them in 60 days, the only company. They can actually hold this against you if you have to file a lawsuit. 60 days. Other companies, the policy language reads, you have to fill out the proof of loss and send to us in 60 days when we ask for it. Okay? Not State Farm. State Farm is automatically. So payout of claims, they're both about 3 or 4. They both are using the appraisal provision against people. So they're paying very low amount. And you either accept it or you file, or they'll file, one of the two. Either you file or they file for an appraisal. Okay? Again, an appraisal is something where you have to hire an appraiser, a licensed adjuster. They have to hire one. More than likely, an umpire has to get involved, and the two appraisers pick the umpire, and the umpire makes a decision on what you should get paid on. So this is a pretty dirty game when you purposely and intentionally lowball and pay somebody a low amount to force them into appraisal. Because with State Farm, sometimes with Progressive, but State Farm, a lot of times I can be your appraiser. Now, State Farm has language in their policy that it can't be. So an appraiser is going to cost you $1,500 and an umpire's fees, which is split between you and the insurance company, which is a bunch of crap. Unless you're a multi-billionaire, State Farm is a multi-billion-dollar company, and you have to split the umpire fees. So the umpire fees are usually $3K to $4K. All right, $3K to $4K. And you have to split them. 1 to 2,000, 1.5 to 2,000. You have to split with a multi-billion-dollar company. It's all about trying to hurt you, the homeowner. Everything I've said. Listen, thank you very much for watching this video. I had no idea I've almost went 20 minutes. I apologize. Hopefully you found this informative and some good information. I'm a licensed public adjuster here in Florida. Here's my cell phone. You have a question, need help with a claim if you're in Florida, email, and website. Thank you for watching.